Now, are you looking to sell your Charlotte, North Carolina home fast? Well, in this video, we're giving 5 essential tips to make it happen, but I'm also going to cover 3 common mistakes that you'll want to avoid if you want to sell your home quickly here in the Carolinas. Now, my name is James Launius. I am a real estate agent here in the Charlotte Metro and Upper South Carolina area. This is my wife, Madeline. She's a Charlotte native. I relocated here about 5 years ago from the Midwest, and we get calls, texts, and emails every single day from folks like you looking to buy or sell a home here in the Carolinas. So reach out if you have anything you might need in terms of real estate and anything in terms of the area and any local recommendations. We'd love to help.
Also, if you are looking for everything Charlotte and Upper South Carolina, the good, the bad, and everything in between, please do us a favor and subscribe to our channel and like this video. It'll help us so much.
Yes, now let's dive into these must-know tips and things you want to avoid to set your home sale up for success. So the first tip for selling your home fast here in Charlotte is to focus on curb appeal. Now this may seem simple, but landscaping goes a long way when it comes to selling your home. I can't tell you how many properties I've driven up to with clients and the yard is a mess. Grass is overgrown. The seller apparently hasn't put much thought into keeping it up for buyers looking at it. So make sure you do landscaping, keep the grass cut. If you can, I would invest into power washing your outside. A lot of mildew on the outside can often, cause homes to have a little bit of a diminished look when you first see them. So great thing to do. And another part is that you want to make sure your floor is swept. You want to make sure the interior is clean and tidy. I recently toured a home where the inside was super messy. There was dust on all the windowsills, dust on all the blinds, roaches on the floors that, people hadn't swept up, needed a good mopping and everything. And it usually increases the amount of time your home sits on the market if you don't keep it clean. So very important.
Basically, you just want people to be able to imagine themselves in the best version of your home.
Exactly. So focus on that curb appeal. Now, second point I want to cover for a great tip for selling your home fast here in the Carolinas is to market to family buyers. And this is a little known fact that a lot of people don't know, but almost 60% of buyers are actually families. So if out of all the buyers looking for homes online, 60% of those are families. So it's really important to appeal to them. Now you can do this several ways. You can highlight local schools nearby. You can highlight local parks in the area if you have community amenities like walking trails or maybe not a gym, maybe, but like a playground or something that kids would love. Great to point out in your description. Also great to point out in your photos. If you get a photographer, make sure they get photos of that stuff. You also want to emphasize any family-friendly features. So if the backyard has windows, or if the back of the house has windows all along the back side of it, you can easily see the backyard from all angles. That's a great thing to point out because families will be looking for that. So
you really want to stage it for family appeal. So you want to have a nice open, spacious layout. Basically just want to make folks feel like they have plenty of room and not feel super cramped or cluttered if they were to live there with their families. And you really also want to showcase the yard, the play areas, the trees, whatever other cool things, if there's a creek in the backyard.
Yeah, and a lot of families, they're already coming from a cramped space and they're looking to upsize,
right.
So they don't want to look at pictures and feel like they're going to be cramped already just by looking at the pictures, and they also don't want to get into the home and there's just stuff everywhere and it feels cluttered and messy because they want to move into a place that feels clean, orderly, because that's what they want for their family. Makes sense. So now the third point I want to cover for selling your home fast is to post and promote your listing and home on social media. Now there's a lot of different ways you can do this. One of the most common is to just post it on Facebook, post it on different websites like Craigslist or Zillow or these things if you're selling yourselves. Of course, if you're using an agent, they'll post it on the MLS, but still great to advertise yourselves if you can. Another thing that a lot of people don't use actually are Facebook groups. So there's a Facebook group for literally everything in the world.
Yeah.
So if you know you are in a certain area and you're trying to sell your home, then there's going to be a Facebook group for that community. There's going to be a Facebook group for families in that community. If you're like a homeschool family, you can say homeschool family, and you can essentially post your house on this place. You can tell your story and all these different things. So it's a great way to reach potential buyers and also quicken the sale, because the more people that see your listing, the more people that see your home, the quicker it's going to sell, and the more it's going to sell for, most likely. So
one of the good things about being able to post post your home or your listing on social media is that you can tell your story. You can tell your home story. You know, people love a good story, but don't give away any leverage, however.
Yeah, you don't really want to say stuff like, you know, we're about to move to Hawaii or something, because then people are going to know you, you know, you can have a little flexibility in your purchase price or the selling price. So, but definitely tell your story, talk about, you know, what makes this home awesome. Also, you don't want to give anything away that maybe gives any type of leverage to criminals or anyone looking to see if you're not going to be home during certain times, or maybe the home is squatters, or seeing if your home is vacant. So just be sure to do that. But so yeah, the other thing for social media and promoting it is YouTube. So that's one of the primary reasons I actually wanted to make this channel, is because for my clients that I'm selling their homes on, I'm literally creating a subscriber list of people who are either living here in the Carolinas, potentially know people that might want to move here, as well as people that are looking to relocate it from other states, and they see my channel and they're joined. And then if I post one of my clients' listings on my YouTube channel, then all these people can see it, and it's open for, you know, all these people that are already interested in moving here to see. So that's an awesome thing. The fourth point for selling your home fast here in the Carolinas is to allow for flexible showings. Now, I cannot emphasize enough that one of the most frustrating things for a buyer is to try and see a home and the seller is only allowing a very small window for showings. So, for example, if the seller is only allowing showings from 4 to 5 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, or something like that, then a buyer that can only see the home in the mornings is just never going to be able to see it, thus lengthening the time your home is probably going to be on the market. So make sure you're as flexible as you can be on showings. I know not everything is possible, but do your best, because you're trying to sell your home after all.
Yeah.
So. Now, the last point I want to give, the last tip for selling your home fast, is to actually highlight neighborhood and city amenities. This might seem simple, but one of the main reasons people move to an area is for the area, not necessarily the home. A lot of people move into a home because of the area. It doesn't have anything to do with the home, even though the home is a bonus sometimes. You want to make sure you highlight access to other popular areas. So if your home is right next to Charlotte, North Carolina, close to Uptown, you want to talk about that. Mention it in the photos or in the description. You know, what else? You can also mention if you're like right next to a major highway and you're really close to the highway, so you can get to a lot of major spots.
Yeah, and you can mention things about local parks, any good schools, even like event centers if you're into that kind of thing, libraries, there's YMCAs, you know, those kinds of things. You can also mention grocery stores. You know, Costco's very popular, so if you live near Costco, that's probably a big plus. Yep,
Especially for families, they love the grocery stores. I know we do. It's awesome. Where we live now, we're within like 5 minutes of 4 or 5 really good grocery stores. So that's awesome. So yeah, like I said, one of the main reasons people move to an area or move into a home is because of the area. So make sure you highlight those things that make your community awesome and unique. Now, we're going to cover the 3 things to avoid if you want to sell your home fast. So the first one, and I cannot stress this enough, is to
don't overprice your home. I know everything is so expensive right now, but that doesn't mean your home is worth $1 million.
It might be, but maybe not.
If it's a small home, that is. So basically, setting a high listing price often leads to fewer showings and a longer time on the market, which kind of seems like common sense, I guess. Homes priced above market value may also require price drops later, which can make buyers a little bit wary. Yeah,
you really want to study local comps. You really want to get with an agent who can put together a CMA, a comparative market analysis. And if you're trying to do it yourself and you're trying to, you know, for sale by owner it, then you'll definitely want to look at only properties that have sold within ideally your neighborhood, but don't go more than a mile out of your neighborhood. You want to keep within the same bedroom and bathroom count if possible, and you want to try and stay within the same type of home. So if it's a ranch, you probably want to only look at ranches. So very important to keep the comps pretty like kind. Once again, an agent is trained to do that, so best to get with them. And if you're doing one here, then I'm happy to help with that. So
okay, second thing to avoid when listing your home is don't skip minor repairs or updates. So a lot of buyers tend to overlook homes with visible wear, like outdated fixtures, minor damage or unmaintained landscaping.
Yeah, so if you're a buyer looking at a home and it's run down, looks like it might need a lot of work, then you're going to be probably more turned off than if you saw the same home that's fixed up, curb appeal's good. So don't neglect those fixtures if they're from the 90s, replace them, especially if they're cheap ones. Like if it's, under $1,000, I think it's a no-brainer. You'll get well worth your return on investment for doing some of those small things. So
yeah, get rid of the carpet in the bathroom.
Yeah, don't have the carpet in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That would be a knower. But yeah, so really important to increase curb appeal and to not skip those small things. Now, if you don't have the budget to do any of that, then, see if you can DIY some stuff. Just anything to spruce it up, paint it yourself if you can, anything to increase that first impression. So, third one is to avoid using low quality photos. So listings that use professional photos sell 32% faster than those that don't. So clear, bright photos from a professional photographer is the way to go if you can. Emphasize the home's best features in the photos. Make sure the photographer gets pictures of the community, the area, any parks nearby, amenities, all that great stuff. And folks, you can really tell which properties are professionally photographed. I mean, the dark ones, they're dingy, and most buyers start their search online, so it's super important. And usually, I've never seen a photographer for more than $300 or $400. Maybe for like a super luxury property if they're doing drone footage and all that, but it's really inexpensive, a great return on your investment. You're going to get a lot more buyers looking at your property if your photos are good.
We hope these tips help you avoid common mistakes and sell your Charlotte home very fast. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe for more insights in the Carolina market. Now, whether you're starting your real estate journey now or in a year, reach out today. We'd love to be your guides.
Yep, and I get calls, texts, and emails all the time from folks like you looking to sell or buy their home here in the Carolinas. So reach out today. My phone, email, and Calendar link are in the description below. Also on my YouTube banner, so give me a call. And we look forward to helping you get the most out of your home sale very soon. Thanks.